Hey everyone, it's Graphic back with another video, and today we're going to be playing some ranked solo queue in Rematch. This is going to be at the highest rank of Elite, and we're going to see how we can continue to push farther in Elite rank as a solo player and how to get better at this game. So we're going to kind of talk about all of the different things we can do to improve ourselves as a player, as well as help you guys out hopefully on climbing yourself. So here right off the start, I do like to go back to Goalkeeper quite a bit because it opens up the field. Usually they have a chaser that goes into the net, and there we get some numbers on offense. Here I'm going to try to set up a pass to Yuzu. He does move right as I send it over. So this is kind of, in my opinion, a thing that a lot of you guys should know is do not move. When you are set up, and I try to put a shot on target there, just a little slow. I probably should have put some power on it. But what I was going to say is if you're in the box and, you potentially are open and maybe getting a pass to you, try not to do any micro movements. Those little movements can actually mess up the pass quite a bit. So if you're open, don't move. If you're not open, obviously move, but do it on a straight line that's predictable for your allies or your, teammates to hit a pass to you. Here I'm going to go for a tackle. I actually go for a slide on accident, but we do get the ball and have another chance at actually scoring. A really good save there from number 2. And they actually have some decent saves throughout this game, and I kind of get shut down on offense when it comes to shooting, and that's exactly why I wanted to show you guys this, because there's a lot of opportunities that I have that are maybe rushed a little bit or just not placed in a perfect spot, and because, again, this is the highest rank in the game, there's some decent goalkeepers occasionally that you have to be aware of. So you can see here, Rodriguez does get the ball in this little scuffle. He's going to go up a little farther. He has Yuzu across. I'm trying to kind of help him because I can tell that he's out of stamina. I'm going to lob it right back over. Rodriguez is going to get this ball. He's going to look at Yuzu across, I assume. But I'm also here looking for a pass. And I put one in the top left corner, but it's really not good enough to go in. So that's another kind of takeaway there. We have, I think, 3 shots and 0 goals. So it's kind of looking like my shooting needs some work. So hopefully we can get that figured out as this is the first game of the day. So here I push up on number 4, and teammate also does. So thankfully I kind of jumped to try to cut off the lob to the player behind us, but there's a good steal by Rodriguez. He's trying to go to goalie, but 5's actually cutting it off. Goalie gets kind of beat up there, and I cannot get to the slide tackle fast enough to cover a goal. So a very unfortunate little goal there. Just cutting off goalie again. It's very, very good at high elos. A lot of people using their goalies a lot to reset. And again, that is exactly what happened there. I can't get over there to the goal in enough time to block it. So there's a 0-1 start for the other team. So here we go. Let's start off with a push over to the right side. 4 is going to come back to me. I'm going to look for Kaiv in the middle. I'm going to give it to him. He's going to throw it right back, hopefully, as I am open. But it's a lob pass instead, so it's not going to make it all the way there. So a little unfortunate that he went for a lob pass, but we're going to continue down the pitch. We're going to watch number 5 in the middle. Obviously, always watch the guys in the middle of the pitch. Those guys are going to be the strongest to actually have an opportunity to score. So we're going to actually go to left side. Rodriguez is going to pass it to me. Really good pass. We're going to take our boost. We're going to pass it right back to Rodriguez. He's going to get slide tackled. I should have maybe went to Kaiv there. I thought Rodriguez might have enough time if he gets that ball and instantly passes it over to Kaiv himself, but I should have just went over there myself. So getting a pass over to Yuzu in the middle of the pitch. Really good spot for us to get this ball. Yuzu's going to try to get me a pass. It's a little too far. Those lob passes can sometimes be a little awkward. I'm going to get that ball back to Kaiv. Kaiv is actually going to get beat to that ball. I'm going to get a slide tackle in here, potentially looking for a shot, but the goalie does come out, so I cannot get that shot off. Yuzu is going to be chasing behind on number 2. I'm in a kind of no man's land trying to kind of maybe get a double team on Yuzu, but at this point, I am going to watch the farthest out player because I'm looking for a potential fast break. So he's going to be on me right away, not going to be able to get much going. Yuzu's going to get the ball and actually send it right away to Kaiv, which is a really good pass here. So we have an opportunity in a 2v2. He goes high with it. I try to get a shot off. Really not a great shot. Kind of just put it straight above the keeper. Should have put it top right or top left. So they just take the ball out with their goalie here as I'm on number 4, making sure he doesn't get the ball. So a very good, really, offense for us so far. We've had probably 5 or 6 shots, a lot of them coming from me, and I'm just not getting them in the goal. So far this game, in my opinion, would be on me. So Yuzu's actually going to take the ball here and get a nice little run out to the middle. He's going to pass it over to me. I'm going to go back to him. It's going to get cut off by number 3. A bad pass there. He was already in front. Shouldn't have even tried that. But again, I'm trying to get my teammates involved here because, again, I've not had any success in shooting. So we're going to try to continue to do that. Here we get a pass over to Kaiv. Kaiv's going to actually look for Yuzu. And I'm also across if he can get it all the way across. But he's going to go to Yuzu there, and he's going to put it top right. So great to use the other teammates, it looks like, because they were able to finish it this time around. So 1-1 with about a minute 40 left, I believe. And let's see what happens next. So here we go. A nice little passing play. Nice little goal. Minute 42 left. 1-1. They're going to get the ball to 5. 5 is going to probably take this one up himself. So we're going to put some pressure on. I do like to put pressure on as quickly as possible. Make sure nobody's comfortable. Because usually there's one guy, on the other side of the pitch that's not really doing anything anyway. So it does make sense. Even at the highest levels, they do a lot of pressuring the goalie in the first guy up. Here's a nice little fast break. We're going to look at that left side. And one thing you'll notice here is on this fast break to get this goal, we're actually going to hover the right side of the goal, and the goalie's going to kind of come with us. When he comes with us like that, we're going to have the whole left side of the net open. So watch how we go right. 2 comes right with us, we go left. It's exactly how you want to do it in a 1v1 scenario. The pass shot is going to be the best way to score usually. So here I'm going to push up to number 4, make him push the ball up to 5. Hopefully a bad pass coming up, and he's actually going to get back to number 4, and Rodriguez is going to be able to cut that off and catch it. So a really bad pass there. Thankfully, Rodriguez is able to cut it off. He does just send it away right back to them, gives them possession. I don't know if he's just kind of nervous about having the ball in the box, getting, slide tackled or anything, giving the ball away. There's a nice little pick from myself. I'm going to kind of watch that box as much as possible because that, again, is the best way to score, is just getting the ball to the box. So always watch out for the box in your solo queue games. Here I'm trying to get back to number 5. I just cannot get it. I may have pushed up too far. I really thought somebody was potentially with him, and it turns out nobody was actually watching the cherry pick or the last man back. So hopefully next time I can kind of be more aware, watch the minimap, make sure I am with somebody if they are by themselves and, behind enemy lines, basically. So here we're actually going to be a goalkeeper, which is not ideal. I am potentially the worst goalkeeper, as, again, I have probably 10 reps as a goalkeeper because I played mostly 5-mans and, 5 stacks that have a goalie when ranking up the original time or the first time I ranked up. So again, not a lot of goalkeeping practice at all. So here we're going to try to play a little more aggressive and make sure we can get my teammates the ball as quickly as possible when it's coming our way. Yuzu there, you can tell, he actually turned right and actually went off of that line, off of the Kiev pass. So that's something you don't want to do, is make sure you stay in that direct line. Make sure it's an easy pass up. Definitely when you're playing with solo queue and you don't have any comms to actually say, I'm moving right, I'm cutting right. You got to make sure you stay in those lines, making it easy for those passes to come through. Here I'm playing a little bit too aggressive. I'm making sure that, again, if I'm going to lose, I want to be able to actually make a move and lose. Like I want to have a bad jump or a bad slide. I don't just want to stand still and let the ball in because my reaction time's terrible or anything like that. So that's kind of what my thinking is here. We'll see if it does end up punishing me. But number 3 is going to have the ball. He's going to send it over to 5. 5 is going to have the ball now. He's going to send it over again. I'm going to cut that one off, thankfully. And that's actually a decent cutoff, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to send it over to Rodriguez. Hopefully he keeps the ball in possession for a little bit because I don't want this thing to come back. And we have had pretty much no offense since I've been in net. And that's not saying that I'm the offense or anything, but seriously, we need to complete some passes. It's not looking good. Here I'm out of position completely, misplayed, and that one goes into the net. So I'm just running around way too much. Honestly, you can tell that I'm not a goalie just by how I'm playing. Look how open this is. I don't believe. So you can see I'm just sprinting back to the net, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. Get me out of the net. Let's play another one, and hopefully we can teach a little bit more about the field play itself and how to actually, like I said, level up in the solo queue. Again, not a bad game overall up until the goalie part, but let's go into another one. So it does look like we have a designated goalkeeper, but it also looks like we have kind of similar teams to last game, which one of their guys is from Team Voidbound, and I don't know some of the other team names, but one I do know Voidbound is at least a pretty solid team, and they have a pretty good roster. So it is cool to see that we're playing against them. As I send a terrible pass across, I am at least able to win the 50, get it back over to Yuzu. Yuzu's going to have a chance to go aggressive here. He sends it across to Tarako. Tarako's not going to really move to that ball, unfortunately, so that is going to be a bad play. But I am able to get back to the cherry picker and send it back over to Rodriguez, and hopefully he gets the ball. It does do some kind of laggy, glitchy thing there, but it's fine because I'm watching the cross here, and I'm going to be able to help with any ball that comes over this way on 3 or 4. So, again, a really good recovery there to make sure I was not letting anyone kind of get behind me as last man. So that's something a lot of you guys should be doing. Here I got kind of confused. It looks like Rodriguez was going to go to switching, and he didn't. Thankfully, I'm able to cut off another good pass. So, defensive-wise, so far, we're doing really good. Already 4 interceptions, a lot of them very meaningful interceptions and giving us opportunities. But Tarako's going to get this ball in the corner. He's going to try to send it back on a lob to Yuzu. Yuzu's going to miss that one. Hopefully Yuzu can get it back to me in the midfield. Doesn't look like he can. Rodriguez is going to be on the right side. And again, another cherry picker, number 3, trying to get that ball. So I got to be really careful. If nobody's going to watch that, I got to be there and be able to help our goalie out. Here I'm going to send it over to Yuzu. I'm going to go middle, hopefully getting the ball here. Yuzu's not going to get it quick at all, so I'm going to try to cut that off. And I do a rainbow, which is just too much. I probably could have just passed that straight into the goal. I thought the goalkeeper might have been in the way and got the magnet hands right on top of that ball if I did. But looking back, it does look like I probably could have just passed that straight into the net. Their goalie's going to take this up again, and that's something that a lot of good players are going to be doing, is taking the ball up as a goalie. I'm going to try to watch the corners or the edges here as Yuzu goes on a 1v1. This is a good opportunity for him. Let's see what happens. Again, another pass shot to the bottom left corner. Bottom left, bottom right corner with the pass shot is probably, like I said, one of the strongest ways to score in a 1v1 scenario. So it's great to see Yuzu taking advantage of that. Just kind of shows that he knows what he's doing at the very least, and gives me promise for the rest of this game. So let's see what else happens. As again, we're playing in, I believe, a 5-stack on the other side as we queued up against, I believe, the exact same team twice. And again, has some decent players on it. So we got to watch out and kind of keep our lead as much as we can. Here, Senor Rodriguez is trying to put pressure on that guy. He throws it across, so great defensive play there to make sure that guy didn't really have much space to do much. Looks like Tarako's actually going to be taking the box away from our goalkeeper. Again, if you have goalkeeper in your name, you're typically going to want to play goalkeeper. So even when he's here or I get goalkeeper, I'm going to take it as well. But a great little run away here. Again, he's cutting off the pass. So you can watch the defender here. He cuts off the pass. The goalie's actually watching for the pass as well. So they're both watching the pass, giving me a free shot on that bottom left corner yet again. So watch 2, watch 1. They're both watching for that pass. It's going to be a great little score there with the pass shot into the bottom left of the net. So 2-0 start against this team is a really good start. It's obviously going to give us an opportunity to get a win on here. And I get a nice little interception there. I'm going to try to get a little boost up to the net so Rodriguez can get it to me. Unfortunately, he doesn't keep the ball. Tarako can't get caught up to that ball, and they're going to score with the bottom left pass shot. Again, pass shots, bottom left corner are hot right now. I think that's 3 in a row, and it's seeming like it's going to continue to be the best way to score in this game as well. So here I'm going to see if Squealer or Squaller or whatever you want to call him will actually take goalkeeper from me, since he does have a goalkeeper in his name, assuming he wants it. So I'm going to back out of there, and he does end up taking it. So if you guys see GK in a name of anybody you're playing with, I know at lower ranks you might not see it, but at higher ranks you will. Definitely give him the goalkeep, and just have your fun in the field if that's what you want to do. Really good passing play there. We do have a good block from Tarako. Squealer's going to pick it up from him, slide tackling it from him, and then he throws it straight to 3 and almost sells a goal, but thankfully he saves that one as well. So here we have a little fast break, 3v2. We're going to see what we can do here. 2's going to pick me up, and I just hesitate way too long on getting that above him with a lob pass. So I'm going to hit my sorry button as much as possible there to make sure the team knows I know I messed up. Squealer's going to potentially send it to Yuzu. He does. Yuzu's right in the middle of the field, so this is a great-looking play that we have potential for. He's going to go to Rodriguez. I'm hoping Rodriguez can send it across, but he's going to kind of get it cut off, then send it high enough. And their goalkeeper's going to catch that one from Tarako. A good attempt there, though, trying to put it right down the middle to, I believe, Yuzu it was. Here we have some good defense. Looks like good defensive formations. Kind of if everyone was picked up there. That is not going to make it to me, but it actually does with a hop right over top. And I'm going to go with a pass here to Yuzu. Kind of missed it. The goalie was playing really aggressive there, so it was like the only way to actually play that ball because of the position I put myself in. So pretty good defensive play by their goalie and their defender there to actually make me a little uncomfortable and make me kind of be forced to pass that ball in a very, very close quarters. So here we're actually going to go for a shot. You can see why. Their goalkeeper is out on the left side. He's not covering the shot at all. He's waiting for a pass of some sort. And that's exactly why, again, if you can see and you can tell what their goalkeeper and defenders are looking for, take advantage by just putting it in. You can see how far out he was of the net, and that's exactly why we just put it in the net. So now we have a 3-1 lead, looking with a minute 40 left. It's looking really, really good. Number 3 is going to try to take this ball up. He's going to do some dribbling. That's fine. Doesn't really affect us at all. He's just going to get it over to 2. 2's going to try to get it over to 5. 5's going to get it to 4. Squealer's going to have a beautiful save in a 1-2-3-4 shot. So we're going to get this pass over to Yuzu, and we're going to have a 2v1 opportunity to score again. Let's see what happens. So Yuzu, unfortunately, puts that ball just a little behind me, so it puts me in an awkward spot where, things are just not going to work out. The defender's kind of pinching me from behind. The goalie's kind of coming up on me. So I can't really do much in that scenario, but there was a time that the net was open, so I still could have shot with a pass and I just didn't. So that's definitely on me. So I'm gonna hit the sorry button, of course. But a pretty good opportunity yet again, kind of squandered away. At least this offense is looking a lot better than game 1 for me. I'm getting more shots that actually have a chance of going in instead of shooting some of these that just are not perfectly on target. So Yuzu, another opportunity for me and Yuzu to do a little 1v2. Or sorry, 2v1. He's going to push that ball really, really far out. So I don't know if I'm going to be a part of this one just because I'm kind of cut off now as well. So Yuzu went a little bit too far, in my opinion, to that corner. If he actually did a lob pass to the corner and then actually, you know, hit it with a shot across the net, he potentially could have still got it to me, but that is not what happened. So Yuzu's actually going to get the ball here. Good steal by Rodriguez. I mean, Yuzu could play a ton of offense. We're just not connecting here right at the end, but it is really nice to have some defenders. So it's great to see Rodriguez doing a well, you know, pretty good job, and then Squealer doing a really, really good job on the keeper side of things. But Yuzu's also playing really aggressive on offense, and I love to see that. So that is going to be game 2, and we're going to jump into game 3. So in game 3, we actually had some recording issues, so I'm just going to show you a few of the highlights. Again, another little shot or lob pass off of the wall for a nice shot in. Here we're going to go with a blade shot into the back right corner. It's not going to be exactly where we want it. Obviously not full back right, but this guy's been shot on all day inside, left side, and so we're going to take advantage of the back side. So keep in mind, never do repetitive shots. Try to mix it up every once in a while. There will be an opening. So there's another goal. Here we had an opportunity from Tarako to me, and then I try to do a blade shot over to the goalie that is coming out and playing field, and it just doesn't go in. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys liked today's video and learned a little bit. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.